platforms are up and running. Chat board's up. So that people can say hi. Now we're just waiting for a couple. And I will commence the stream. Good people. One more. Waiting. Ah, and there we have it. All right. Excuse me while I just... All right, hey kids, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, this morning we're going to do a bit of work on the Spitfire wings, and we will also, well, hopefully get certainly the essential parts of the Halifax canopies done, and ideally complete them, in fact. Yes, we will complete. Sorry, I should stop myself before I get too carried away. Yeah, that's what we'll be working on. Boom. Now, as always, oh yeah. Bom, bom, sleeves up. Now, as usual, I'll get myself here. I'll flick the light on. Over we come. I have discovered a few hassles with the Halifax gun bay positions. I will wax lyrical about them. Of course. Something else we might well do this stream, depending how we go for time, is some of the touch-ups on the Lank Bombay area, because I wouldn't mind getting them that sweet, light and petite before tomorrow's stream, so as we can start getting on with the business. Yes, the business now. We're going to do spit stuff first. We're going to do some spit stuff first. Did you do that, kids? Oh, stop. That's good, John. Bit of spray. Oh, no. Now, here's our Spitfire fuselage, which we will need to hit with a bit of wet and dry to look really nice. Maybe a little bit of putty in there. It's not a perfect fit, but zooming in a bit. We've got a nice view on our dash though. The sideboards have come up quite well. And so on the whole, notwithstanding the fact that the pilot looks like he's having a bit of a lay down in his seat, I'm pretty happy with how that's looking. Next, however, I'll get that out of the way. This is the seal for the liquid mask. Will be as sticky as all fuck. Now, assembly instructions for spit are here. Now, our next step on this is the wings. They need to, let's get the sprue interaction going on. A problem I've discovered with the Halifax guns is that they are not wide enough, set wide enough to go through the canopy. I'll just have to sand that down. Right. That's going to need to be sanded down all across the place. Dear, dear, that's rough as guts. Just slightly better. Oh, that'll help. Now, what we got to do, there's a few things we need to do here, actually, guys. We actually need to saw off these ends. Only the Mark 9E has these flat wing bits. The C, of course, is actually what they've got the same Y, guys. Oh, I know why, but they use the same a lot of the same bits for the 14. They've got for the 9E. You also do exactly the same thing. So let's get a file onto this anyway, guys. These uneven bits down, then we'll slice that off. I'll probably use my tool. Saws are for. Really appalling versions of visions. A version of that's what friends are for, but that's what saws are for. Spare. Yeah. I don't remember who did it. It was a cheesy 80s. If you don't remember it, if you don't remember it, you're probably not missing much. You know? These are facts. Right. And now that is the one that would go on this side. The other side. You can still use it as a bit of a tester. Yeah. So the question I have, I find myself out, is whether you glue that in position, then saw, or saw, then glue in position. There's a question, people. I reckon. First, I've got to tidy up that, but I reckon we'll glue, then saw. My theory first. That because I can see that the this was cleaning this up as well. Okay. Can't see what I'm doing, sorry guys. That's where I am. That's where I am. Where I here. I find it vaguely frustrating. Sort of more than vaguely. You got to do the sort of sanding to get that going. I have mentioned before I was spoiled to me. Everything I would go, why isn't this so nice? I'll have to commend them for that. What spectacular piece of assembly. Alright, there we go. There. 02. Oh, it's not going to matter. It'll be a bit. I don't know. Well, there was a bit that come off with all the sanding. I'll come up and sand it away. Because of all the amount of sanding that's fine. Let's clean those things. Will be clean on that one after all the sand rising. A little bit tidied up there. Let's clean up our seams. Actually, no, let's not clean up our seams. Let's do our soaring. Now, what's the daisy? And right. I originally purchased, well, you can't see the saw blade on that one, obviously, this shot, but this saw, it didn't cost that much. I only purchased it because I wanted to do a kit bash. Basically, needed to saw part of an airfix thing, put it on an AZ. And oh, and oh, that's fine. That's not too far off. So that's one. You can see, yeah, that line's where I've got to get to. In fact, I might see about how the other part fits. There's my vessel. Okay. In fact, I've got an idea, I do. I don't know. There's a reference. If that's my guide. Bam. This one. I think. Maybe a little down the middle. That one. Alrighty. Now, part 37 goes on that. I won't worry about, I'd say that goes on once we've put those together. Alright, now, the other wing of this. Jeez, where did I put him? Is that, right, a light on that. So. Oh wow, I think I nailed that. Let's see. Maybe just a little bit at the top. But look at that. First job. First, well, yeah. Little top. There you go. That up a little. All right. So, on the agenda is a mouthful of coffee. Before the wing tops go on, they have the little thing there go over the initial one. The reason why, people. Now, to that end, here they are. They actually carry the wheel. Okay. Don't print numbers on the sprues, which I find a little frustrating. Five on left. Yeah. Now, oh, yeah, right on like that, basically. Yeah, no real need a slight touch up perhaps after the fact. We'll worry about that a little later. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Lee, tell you guys, it's moments like these just don't vision. There we go. Right. People to be dropping stuff. Ah. And look at tweezers on. There we go. There's one. Now, nice and flush-ish. So long as I can get access to the point where the wheels race should come in. Yeah. Hmm. Think about this. Part of the problem is it's too narrow. There shouldn't be. Should probably let these dry before I can be sure they, or almost, if I suppose if they're not touching, those circles need to lock on around that table pointer. Okay. Um, there's a painting. Nice. That dry. Wait, but it's nicely on that. Now, do I want to go? Probably the most important thing to the interior of the rear gunner midsection gunner on Halifax. However, I'm going to do them. What else will I be putting? So also, then from going to get once they're done, I will move on to the other parts of the I need to do. But I also need to do some work on. I might tidy that up first. And one little Anyway, the amount of paper towel go through a big fuck. Now, chassis black. Oh, but no second. Come back. Black. Chassis black. Officially and for the record, that is not my complete. That is not all the black I have. On. Itchy. Already looking better as a part. Just for that edge going on. Change to a smaller brush. Part. Ah, hey cutie guy, how you doing? Just doing a few little touches on the Lancaster Bombay. Get stuck into the effect canopies. How you doing, alright? A bit more on there. Yeah, good, good. Made some progress on the spit, right, for today. Just doing a bit of work on the Lancaster Bombays, getting it stuck into the canopies. Looking much nicer. Let's go that solid. Put it on up. Do the here's the fuselage of the Spit. Zoom in on that one in a minute. Let me clean my brush. Then so I'm going to change my brush before I continue on the Lanc Bombay. There's a few little things I want done on it. Mostly it's good. There's a few little things done on it. About to show you, bud. Now, I've got the wings. There's these things on the kit that cover the parts of the wheel bay, and they're drying at the moment on the wing. Thus, those two bits that are separate parts for some reason. So they're drying, so as we've got our wheelbase, then we can put our wings on, which also have some little chicanery on it, which is to say, we need to put wingtips there. That what they've done, I would suggest, is AZ are using the same parts they would use for Mark 14 as they would for Mark 9. Just blew their wingtips on. Mark 14s, maybe Mark 11s have flat tip like they actually supplied it. Anyway, here's our fuselage in the meantime. It's going to need a bit of putty in there, but that's okay. A bit of sanding through here, and that's okay. But there we go. Now, if we get the light right, okay, first, there's our dash. Bit side. One thing I will give AZ, they give nice options on detail. So there we go. That's how that's coming along, buddy. Mostly I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along. It's presented a few challenges along its way. Is that camera zoomed out? No, it hasn't. But yeah, that's modelling. You want to have a mouthful of coffee and then back into that other part talking about with that. Now, this one on. It is. You're absolutely on the money with its source, yes. AZ provided neither a pilot nor seat belts. And I thought, well, as luck would have it, I had one spare. But you know what? I'm going to give it a whirl. And what it mostly looks like is the guy's a bit vertically challenged, as it were. Something I should probably do is get the door out the way while I think. Sharp edges are really a good thing to have lying around. Thank you. Now, this, I'll show you where we're at with it at the moment. Goes down one end of the bombas, and a little tidy ups I want to do on it to make it pretty. So I'm going to do those now. See what it's like after I've done them. Yeah. All right. The idea will be that this will, yeah, when they say on the kit instructions, that like really bringing stuff up. I don't mean that wondering. We're really looking more is the session in which I'll be working on the lank. So, I want to make sure that I've got everything ready to rock. I pretty much do, but the early stuff, get on that. Bits and pieces on it. Idea. Oh, just trade through. Match. Yeah, oh, that looks starting to come together. A few bits still to be done, but you can start to see what I'm trying to get going on with it. A bit longer. Right. Yeah, you will. Um, Give me a moment. I'll show you where it is on the kit, and you will see it because the Bombay doors will be open. Um, this goes at one end of it, so that's why I'm. It falls into the category of not. Well, I do think that if you do take care of all these small bits, they on a more almost subconscious level add to the effect. People might not know specifically what they've seen makes them go, "Oh, that looks right." But if it's done, not something that's not done, prepared to concede it's possibly. I don't know unless you leave it. It's one of those things. This is people would. Um, that's almost ready, and then I'll show you where it goes and why I've bothered. Again, it may not make that many yarns. But, oh, there we go. Bing. There. So yeah, might use a bit of lighting on. There we go. So you can see the wires and there's bits and bobs and all that. So that will be sitting admittedly at sort of that sort of a angle when people look underneath. But where that goes, I should probably clean my brush before I continue. Clean brush. The place it goes. There are two things that are related to this that'll help explain my rationale. Now, answer your question, Mike. Here's a bit of humour for you. Oh, my good man, humour. You may see why I find this humorous. My father is a very pompous Englishman. And now, bearing in mind, immigrated to Australia, the rest of the family, I'm born here. Story runs that he's having words with this chap here. Australian guy, as you'd expect, being over here. He straight up hit him with the line. Now look here, my good man. Dude, no. No one is going to take you fucking seriously with that shit. Who's the fuck out of the rest about us, I tell you. Anyway, now, boom. Okay. Now this, in part, hang on, clearly we can. That's the part I've just painted. That is this. So that will be going down there. And what that ultimately becomes is that, which is to say that. So when the bomb doors are opened, yes, I'll have bombs in position, but people will be able to see the disc there. That's my theory. That's why I bothered. Now, again, I could be incorrect in that assessment, and I may have just done work. Do I care? No. Ultimately, it's, and again, I have this theory that a lot of work that's done, the detailing stuff, it doesn't matter if the viewer of the kit doesn't register, oh, that's been done, but they'll notice on a more, like I said, subliminal level that everything's in its place, whereas not everything's in its place. They won't necessarily know what, but they'll know. That's my theory. It could be full of shit. The first time. Now, what I'm going to do very quickly, mate, with a big chug of water. Then, what we're going to do, okay, these now, the reason that I've got white on the outside is because that's undercoat. That's on the exterior. Now, what I'm going to do, ultimately, is apply what you'll call it, liquid mask to the exterior. And I'm going to actually just airbrush them overall, and then with liquid mask, obviously. But before I can do that, and this is the other part of the rear gunner, so I need to get these, that, and the interior and that done on the interior, because otherwise I'll only be doing the exterior. Both. That's me. So to set that up, so I'll give all of that its undercoat. And this has already got the liquid mask on it for when we choose to, when we hit the airbrush. Yeah, I've also concluded that because the guns on the Halifax don't actually fit correctly, what I might well do to make sure this can be done is put them in after the fact, just slide them through and glue. I'll find a way. I will work it out. But yeah, so that's my plan. Now, once I've got the interior areas done, because I've got to get them done before we can really start assembly. Once they're done, I can start looking at doing, may even as well do the interior of that one, the first option. I don't need that done period or immediately, because that'll be one of the last things that goes on anyway. I will start doing it. That's the plan. That's the plan. So, to that end, I am going to take a very short break. Actually, when I get back, what I might do. These. Yeah, I'll put these on first, then we'll get on with it. First, I'm going to take a big drink of water. I need to get out of my chair for a bit. I've been told by this medical practitioner sitting for too long. No good for you. I'm back, evidently. Now, chipper with that. I think it'll give a nice little. That colour I've got in the middle, that sort of bronzy sort of a colour, I'm really quite fond of. Now, was going to say, I'm quite fond of that as I use it to create a rust effect sometimes, but I think I showed you this last time. Not really. Take a bit of time for me to find the right parts, but I used it on. Oh, there they are. Some of the struts on the. Oh, Mr. Minpins, how you doing? I was just explaining to Kitty Guy how I've been using Tin on various parts to bring them up. Tin being the colour I used on the middle of that one. Colour. What I used on those bits there. Highlighting effect. Now, here we go. Now, let's get these things on, shall we? Surface of fairly. Alright. Now then, so we'll get this first one on. Good to go. Do I need to clean? No, we're all good. That could have been very inconvenient. Bit of a fan of using pegs to hold shit together. A lot better than having to put your. Yep, that's all good in the hood. Boom. How's my mum? Well, I didn't see her yesterday, but that's normal for Monday. I'll be popping up to see her today. So far as I know, she's fine. Still can't get over it. I told you about it over the phone, didn't I? Believe. Actually, no, very believable, to be fair. I mean, she's 86. Not exactly most tech-savvy individual I've ever encountered. And to be fair, neither are most people in their mid-80s. But yeah, she's all right, thanks, mate. Oh. No, not yesterday. I had to go to the physio yesterday. That's why I had to disappear. Get my own physical issues attended to. Um, Had some hip issues that are settling down now. There was some initial possible concern that it may have been arthritis, but it turns out it probably isn't. Or if it is, there's mild deterioration. But to be fair to myself, I am 55 in October. That's probably not entirely surprising. But it's not full-blown arthritis. It just needs to be stretched and managed, strengthened. That's just exercise, isn't it? Hello. So yeah. Now let's get this other wing on. And then, you know, just checking there's a reason why I'm checking the time, because I do need to go up to my mum's. But I do want to put in at least another 3/4 of an hour. What I'm umming and ahhing about, guys, is whether I'm going to have enough time to maybe put the fuselage on there. But I'm also going to put the wing tips on. Here's a frustration, min pins. Because of the way the kit is designed, you have to put the very tips of the wings actually on. And that's because, as I've mentioned to Beauty Guy, yeah, I reckon what they've done is they use a lot of the same pressings for a Mark 14, Mark 11, or maybe a Mark 14, which has those sorts of wing tips. And I'm figuring that, oh, well, you can save money that way, and they can. I see the logic, but it's a pain in the ass as a builder. It's called getting old. Yeah, it may well be, buddy. It may well. In fact, it is. Let's not be fucking shy now. Yeah. Look, I do have to fess up. It's a bit like to trot out a bit of a paraphrasing. The old grey berry ain't what it used to be. I saw a picture of a guy I went to uni with on Facebook yesterday. That's got grey hair. So what the fuck? Getting old. Oh, hang on. My counter, I don't have hair. Ergo, I don't go grey. Yeah. Actually, that's not true. It's my beard goes grey. All right. Well, that's settled. Here we go. How's it all there, though? A little adrift here. We have other. That's going to force these up. Is okay. Excuse me for a moment, guys, while I locate. Where's my other one? I think I've got 6 all up. No, I've got 8. Yeah, we'll see who's going to win this battle, by golly. Yeah. Washing anyone? uh, ah, Ah, nice. I'm on the hunt for now I believe the Phantom I require is the F4A. That was the one flown by Chris Old. Chris Olds? Oh, either way, the pilot who was the one who flew in World War II and Vietnam. And was it Michael? Something like that. Chris Old was an English fast bowler. Anyway, point being, I might as well pop that aside to dry, hey. That, yeah, I haven't tracked one down yet, but I am interested in doing one. It's interesting. When I first started, excuse me, whilst I'm organ now. Next, we will, let's get some interior action done on this, shall we? Yeah, anyway, I'm interested in doing some jets. And because, well, they're different. I've come to appreciate the different things required for different types of builds now that I've started to explore. It's interesting. I know Phantoms are a bigger aircraft than. I guess they're be about the same sort of a size as a two-engined aircraft, wouldn't they? They're big but not huge. That's what I was looking for. Oh, really? Really? Now, the option around that, you may be able to answer this question for me, is the difference between, if there's not a visual difference, we can ignore certain things. You know what I'm saying? If there's a visual difference, that's a little trickier. We might just need to manufacture some parts. That's not so hard. There'd be ways and means, you'd think. Alrighty. Yeah. So that would be the thing. I mean, as with many, you know, as with many things, if you find at least the same aircraft, you can then make mods as required. Oh, it's nice and straight. There is a bit consistent. Right. Oh, hey, hey, how you doing? The B. Well, that would be the way to roll. I would get a B, and I then the interior would not be hard to make any adjustments to. At that point, just get the decals. There we have him. That would be the way to roll, I think. So yeah, now where was I? That's where I was. I was doing canopy stuff. I was. Now, mouthful of coffee time. Moment. That's the stuff. Now, sleeves up. Gogs on. Ding. Now, So what is it? So as you can see, here we go. Yeah. Wow. 1:35. Yeah, that would be Detail City. Detail City limits. I should stop right there. Tina Turner's turning in the grave. She ain't even dead yet. Oh, I've actually sacrificed a Henno brush to utilise for tiny detail work or tiny decal work because, yeah. Actually, in some ways, depending on how good the decals are, no use of that caveat, I prefer the small ones because you can just go, so obvious. But yeah, if they're not if they're not quality, yeah, pain in the ass. Oh, why? I can tell you why, Min Pins. I'm in the same city as Ian. Because it's fucking cold, mate. The yeah, we got a very low high temperature today. Um, yeah, it's okay. I'm not quite sure that what this correlates to in um Fahrenheit, but I believe our top today is meant to be 13 degrees, um, which gets the official ball man rating of, mate, man, that's gold shit. It is pretty uncomfortable. There's one of them done, almost both sides. Alrighty, 11. That's a whole lot of no fun at any given parties, I tell you. That's entirely true. If you've got a bonfire, it's not so bad. But yeah, nobody wants it. How did I knock a decal off a plane? I didn't know I did. I mean, I did ages ago. Were you asking Ian? Good swim weather, bollocks. Oh, sorry, you asked. I didn't see that. Oh no! Oh no! 55 degrees, good swim weather, my ass, man. So I didn't see those last few messages till just then, guys. Yeah, how did you knock the decal off, man? I mean, I've had it happen to me. Yeah. Well, I could be attributed to was just not being aware. There you go. Sort of a deal. What happened to me was huge. That happened. Like day before. I'm sorry, I need to go to slightly better range. And I lost the decal. So, 2 words for that. Well, there's no surprise that I was. Oh, no. Yeah, that easy, isn't it? Just that easy. Um, the I think we've all had experiences of that variety. That is, um, you've, you've been so careful with everything, and then one brief moment of inattention, and suddenly crucifixion, decal on the left, one lossy. Right, so that's done interior and exterior surfacer on that. Once the interior is dried, I'll do some gunmetal grey for seal, or as the seals of the thing. Then I'll do liquid mask on the exterior. But the airbrushing take care of that. And obviously liquid mask. Ta-da. Now, this bit. Then, oh yeah, you'll get away with that. Or you could even, if you got spare decals, I have a shitload of spare decals myself. Find something that looks similar, boom, away you go, you know. That's tried and tested. Don't go too far wrong. Okay. A little bit of sun. It's looking. It's really odd. Hmm. Ah, yeah. Now, with this one done, I guess the next one is start getting on to other canopy parts that require paintwork. All of them. Some more importantly than others. This, for example, I'm quite happy to do that. That's going to be, like I said, one of the last things to go on. That I can put on and brush once I put liquid mask. That's my plan. Okay. Okay. Across and down the sides. Then we're on to, oh wow, good. We've made good progress today so far. About everything, eh? Chipper about that. I'm going to use phrases like chipper. I should do the voice properly, shouldn't I? You're rather chipper about that, old man. Ah, dearie me. Boom. All too easy. There. This pretty obviously won't be properly dry until after the stream, but not going to take long to do or to drop, because the gunmetal grey that I'm going to put on it will be acrylic. So I'm going to put that on. It's going to take long to dry. So I could probably very easily all of that tomorrow. Actually, no, it's Thursday. Tomorrow we do 2 things. Here. Works at the moment. Toothpicks. Right, that's that one. Now. Now, be barely straightforward, really. All right, that's the base already. Me, the same glue, this stuff, Revel. However, on the topic of glue, I was at one of my favourite hobby stores. There's 3 I frequent the area. In fact, Ian, do you know Military Hobbies? I know it's you up at Craigmore. It's on King William Road though. Don't know if you know it or if you go to it, but having a chat to there, and they've got a whole stack of Mr. Hobby stuff, and they had a print off. Yeah, well, they had a print off of all the different products and in English because most of Mr. Hobby stuff's in all you got is Japanese characters. That's not really telling you what to do with it. And anyway, so I was looking at them and inspiration to drawings, different glues. Is what they've got is stuff like one that dries quickly, so you can put like for small stuff that needs to be in slightly precarious positions. One that dries slowly, so you can make adjustments. A whole stack of different glues for different purposes. I thought to myself, that way to go. I'm going to need to do some more exploration on this subject. But toothpick. Now I've got a hand. Okay. Hey, yo. Listen, I think this brush is not helping. It was actually a bit flog. Now, that's reverted. Good. But yeah, anyway, now that I've been, yeah, anyway, they had all these different glues and indeed different varnishes. I'm going to do a bit of research because once I read what the idea of the different blues was, it made really interesting, made good sense and really interesting reading actually. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking Rob, I'm thinking love pedal Rob. Yeah, hey, give it a go. I can give it a whirl. If I don't like them, lost. But better. A bit of a tidy up on that. Oh, that one done. I've got a battery. There we go. All right. Put that one down. Liquid putty. Ah. Sorry, guys. I've been concentrating, so I've missed the here we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm a fan of Tamiya putty. Tamiya putty's good. Yeah, in the tube's what I use. Ah. Yeah, I find sanding is a bit of a thing when you're using putty. Um, Liquid putty. Interesting. You have me intrigued, Min Pins. Yes. Yes. Oh my God, I'm falling into my Sean Connery. Hey, remember when Sean Connery used to go to Wimbledon? Finish. Um, but yeah, okay. Liquid putty. Interesting. Now, yes. Now, if I can get that done, I'm actually very happy with the progress we've made today. Hopefully that will be easier. See. Yeah, right. What do you think it with, Ian? Interesting discussion. What do you thin it with? I'm curious. Because I've got to use some putty on the bit fuselage. So this would be a good opportunity for me to. Lacquer thinner. That's what I've got. What sort of ratios are we talking? Just like a few drops? I suppose it's a question of just squeeze, mix, and get to the consistency you require. Makes perfect sense. That a whirl, by golly, I might. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But that's a really. I'm going to do that. Yes, I am. Cool idea. I'll. Yeah, I've got to say, because one of the things I have found with using the putty straight is that it is kind of heavy. But that makes perfect sense. Why didn't I don't know. It's good. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. This one's much more cooperative, I must say. It's basically got a shitload more space to work with. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's a good idea. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't need much just to keep it moist. That just keeping it, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Hmm. All right. Oh, well, quite nicely. That's good. Stiff. Almost done. Um, yeah. There we go. Good. It's coming together. Now I need to do the ones that way and middle. Then we can let all of that dry. I don't know if I could be doing that one, frankly. Rather see what we can do with this. This should be dry. Ah, what thicken? Same cannot be said for my head. All right. Now I'll go there and there. See what I mean by I don't know too many good Sean Connery lines to come out with stuff. Although I do recall the Family Guy thing where they've got James Bond about to make the play with the Bond girl, and after he's blown this guy away, he's there. Fine, do it. Oh, you want to have sex with me? No, I can't see. I can't do a Sean Connery unless I'm doing things like tennis. That ilk. Actually do conversational. Conversational Connery. Oh, that's got to be a school of learning. Whenever I do a London voice, my housemate calls it doing the Michael, as in Michael Caine. But on the other hand, I would suggest he has it wrong, Governor. After all, it could be any London-based kid. Okay. The other accent I am prone to doing, possibly through exposure in rugby circles, the South African. After all this stuff. You're gonna tell me otherwise. After all, that would be a nasty, filthy piece of behaviour. All right, now just do the circle and we're done. Fantastic. All right, a bit more around there. Very good. Get a toothpick work there, and we're out. Boom. Right, so that's the undercoat on the, or the pre-coat on the interior of the cockpit done. That won't take long to do. Because, as I said, the interior of that is going to be done in an acrylic. So that won't take too long to clean, or to dry rather. And at that juncture, every player wins a prize. We do. Now, next. Oh, who's ringing me? Someone from, I'm getting a phone call. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Actually, no, you probably can't. If you can, you might get some humour. Let's see, I'll just get them to go away. I don't know if you guys could hear that at my ringtone then. For what it's worth, and this is why you might get a chortle. It's because it's vaguely topical. It's actually the James Bond theme. The original by John Barry. There's a piece of music, I actually don't mind it. Now, wing over here. Beautiful. Now, while I'm here, it's probably pretty. Okay. That's not bad at all. Bit of jig patching. Of course. Been a really bitchy build this one, I've got to say. Telling me long. Exactly. Oh no. Very nice. It's going to be a pain in the ass. We'll get it. Oh. The jigging had made some of the. Alright. Now. Next on the agenda. The parts we're looking for be for our wingtips. As to why chosen that way. Alrighty. Now. So, part number. Okay, 36. So questions be have click on what is the I'd be thinking dry cement would be part of the further across. But you can't quite see. Now, what we got, I'm a bit grumpy with AZ. Go onto there. Now, sure you can understand my frustration as to this is a really bodgy little move they've pulled here. My eyes doesn't put their company in a good light. Win. If this hasn't worked, I might just walk away from it pissed off. I'm genuinely pissed off. A bit more. Not very happy. Go apart with the painting. All right. Very annoying. Then comes the question. I know glue will help. I know what I'll do. But very annoying, I'm sure you'll agree. Not happy. Frustration starting to become palpable. Oh, everybody boomed. And breathe. Yes, that line is okay. Place on the bottom here. All right. All right, let's do this. I've said before. Don't know what goes on. AZ 109 I found quite pleasant to build. Spitfire, a pain in the ass in me. Not improved my demeanor. But nonetheless, just for myself, that was the model kit. Big issue. Wow. What exalted life I. putty once it's dried. It'll take a bit of time because once that's done, obviously I've got to do the other side. You want to get that upright for a bit, like that. Or progress. What a pain in the ass. Lumber. But I'll probably want to putty that before proceed. Give it a bit more strength as much as it. I will put that time being. Next. 11:45. I might do the boogaloo for now, guys. Because yeah, I got to other things. But I'll see who's on streaming currently. And we go rating. Who's around? No one I know is around. So life. Mind. Okay. So I'm just going to wind the stream up. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate that. I'm going to be on tomorrow doing work on the lake. What I would like to get done on the lake tomorrow. Actually, I'll flick the light back on. Brace your eyes. Tomorrow, I do have some of this. I have that mostly assembled. I'll zoom out. Sorry. So tomorrow, our aim of the game will be to get all of that together. We'll probably get things through to maybe. I think it's get up to about 0.11. I don't think we'll get that actually done. But I think we can get up to 10. A lot of it's already there. I'm pretty happy about that. Alrighty. Yes, you will indeed see me. As I said, I'm on tomorrow. If you'd like to pop past, I'd certainly be grateful. Always glad to see people. Hang on, let me just pop that over to there. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be working on the Lancaster, as I said, and I've shown you what we're probably going to be working on. We may do some extra bits as well. Never know. Anyway, I will wind up with my usual spiel. If there's any first-time viewers, be it now or after the fact, the magic button, as we all know, is follow, like, or subscribe. And if you're, well, depending on what platform you may be watching me on, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And again, there's those magic words: follow, like, subscribe. Boom, what can I tell you? Alrighty, I shall see you all later, good people. Again, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, Ian, I'm going to take that with the putty up as well. I think it's a bit of a winner. I'm going to need it on this spit, I tell you, it's a pain in the ass. But I'm certainly going to roll with that. Thank you for that. And yeah, catch you later, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow for all the fun and games that modelling brings. Catch you then.